Hey y'all, I'm Erin, one half of Wild Smoky Wonder. Charlie's here today too, but he's hanging out behind the camera because I'm here with my mom, Merle, and she is going to be sharing with all of us how to make her mom's, my grandma Grier's Southern cornbread dressing. And I'm so thrilled to be doing this with you. Every year, mom gets several requests for this recipe, and she had this great idea to make a video. We did lose grandma a couple of years ago, and she was an amazing grandma, amazing mom. She was a very talented cook and artist and seamstress. I know, mom, you're wearing one of grandma's aprons that she made, and I am as well. Grandma made this for me, and I just love this little heart here on there. But I think what we're doing today is such a great way to honor grandma's legacy. All right, so mom, so how long has grandma's dressing recipe been around?
Well, as long as I can remember.
Me too.
As a child growing up, it was one of the things that I always looked forward to during the holidays was Mama's homemade cornbread Southern dressing. Um, it's just something that we didn't do throughout the year, but during the holidays, it was a special dish that we all loved, and we always expected my mama to cook the cornbread dressing.
Which is such an honor. We all know in the South, if you're asked to cook the dressing, that is the highest honor above a turkey.
Absolutely.
The dressing.
So that honor was passed on to me.
It was, yes.
And I hope I'm able to pass it on to my girls.
Absolutely.
And my family. Not just the girls, but the guys too. So
for sure. I know, I will say I am guilty. There's been a couple of times where, because I have a birthday in the spring, and mom would be like, what do you want for your birthday? And I was like, you know what? I want a pan of grandma's dressing. So that is how special this dressing is to our family. All right, so mom, walk us through the ingredients. What all do we need to gather before we can make grandma's dressing?
Okay, the first thing you need to do is cook your cornbread and your biscuit. This is cooked in like an 8-inch iron skillet. That too, my mama taught me how to make biscuits and cornbread. So I go ahead and do it at least a day ahead of time because it needs to set for a day or so.
You let it dry out a little bit.
Yeah, let it dry out a little bit.
Yeah. And y'all don't worry if you don't have, my sisters can make the biscuits. I'll say I'm not the best at it, but if you don't, it's okay to go grab those frozen Pillsbury. You know, if you need to do that, that's okay.
Or even a pack of saltine crackers.
Oh,
you could do that.
It's a great idea. And I know, like, grandma always loved the white lily as far as her cornbread. I love the cornbread mix from the old mill. So super easy to make cornbread. Don't be intimidated by that as well.
Absolutely. The other thing that I will mention also is, like, throughout the year, or if I'm cooking and I have leftover biscuit or leftover cornbread, I just bag it and stick it in the freezer. And then when it comes time to cook dressing, I've already got bread in the freezer. So I just take it out and defrost it and use it then. The same thing as the other things we need is like chicken stock. One of the things I do is if I have chicken or turkey and I take the carcass and make my own chicken broth, and then I freeze it to use later. We also will include 2 cups of milk. And Mama's way of doing that, she always liked carnation evaporated milk. So it's like 1 cup of the evaporated milk and 1 cup water to make 2 cups. The other thing, I absolutely have fond memories of gathering sage. I did that with my grandmother as well, which would have been my mama's mama. I remember as a child just going out into the yard and gathering sage because I loved the way it smelled. It just, reminded me of the holidays.
I definitely think if you can get the fresh sage either from your own yard or somebody else's yard, even at the grocery store,
it's great. But if you can't, the the dried sage works just as well, or poultry seasoning. And you're going to season it according to your taste. Okay. Of course, we then onion and egg. And I do want to mention that I have a copy of my mom's recipe that I had printed on tea towels for all my family. It's in her handwriting, and this just means a lot to me and to them. And this is my guideline. I don't always go exactly by the recipe, but it's pretty close. Now, one of the things it calls for is the 30 pieces of sage, the fresh sage. And I'm thinking that's about maybe a tablespoon of dry sage, maybe a little more.
Yeah.
It's close. But as you're mixing it up, you can taste of it to see what it suits what taste suits you. The best taste for you. Okay. So, are we ready to begin?
I think we are ready to begin. So you just tell me what I need to do, or I'm just going to take a step back. I'm going to let you do your thing.
I will. The first thing you need to do is crumble up your bread.
All right. So we're going to dump this into the bowl here.
Yeah, we'll dump it into the bowl.
Okay.
I'll lay that aside and just crumble up the bread real fine.
It already just smells so good. Just the cornbread and the biscuits.
Cornbread and biscuit. Just get in there with both hands and just crumble it up.
You can tell she's done this more than me because she's really going in there.
Yeah, just jump in.
Oh my gosh.
It does smell good. Now, Grandma always had a very special place in all our hearts, and we loved her very much. She taught me a lot as a young girl growing up. I remember one weekend we had a family that visited our church, and my mom had gone somewhere that weekend, and I was like 14 years old, and I took that family home with me that day and served them this huge lunch. And the older woman in that family talked about how she was just amazed that a 14-year-old could do that. I didn't think anything of it because I'd watched my mom in the kitchen for a long time. So I kind of felt like I knew what I was doing even then. All righty.
All right, is that looking good?
It's looking good.
Okay.
So we're going to go ahead now and prep our celery.
So that's 4 stalks of
celery? 4 stalks of celery. I need something to break those eggs into.
Okay.
4 stalks of celery, and I'm gonna cut this onion.
So let's say that's about a medium-sized onion?
It's a medium-sized onion. The recipe, Mama says 1 1/3 cups, but I usually just do maybe like 1 onion, about a medium-sized onion. Mm-hmm. So
I think my favorite part of the holidays is probably the smells. Like this. Mm-hmm. It already smells like Thanksgiving.
Already smells
we're
like Thanksgiving.
Just getting started.
Yeah, you want to help me peel this onion?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and
2 eggs. Let me break those,
please.
All right. Oh, you look. Yours about to do something. Let's see what she was about to. Oh, okay. I don't know if I have that gift. All right. There's one egg. Just thinking about it. And the next guy. 2 eggs. Okay. I'm gonna quickly rinse my hands while you can keep going.
All righty. So this was a trick that my mom taught me, and that is, I love the taste of celery and onion in the dressing, but I don't like getting the chunks. So this was something she taught me, and that is to take broth, and we're going to add our eggs. Let's see where I can set that. I'm going to add eggs and celery.
I like this too because you don't have to be so fine with your chopping.
Onion. And the sage. Now this is the fresh sage.
And you said that's about 30 pieces?
About 30 pieces. 29.
29, 31.
Yeah.
We're going to get a little loud for a second.
Yeah, just for a second. All right, chop. Yeah, that'll be good.
Perfect.
And then we're going to just pour this into our bread and the milk. And this is where the fun is. Or it is for me. So I just mix it up with my hands.
With your hands. And I remember that growing up.
Yeah, just mix it up.
These are your best utensils right here in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm. Just kind of break that bread up a little more as it's mixing.
I wish we had smell-o-vision.
I know, doesn't that smell awesome?
You can just smell the onion and the celery and the sage. And you just know this is going to be so delicious. I know a lot of people probably think the dressing is so hard to make. It's really not. You just got to get in here and just...
I will say this. Dressing is very easy to make. But I've also discovered that if I make it in advance, sometimes I'll go ahead and make my dressing and just pour it up into a freezer bag, put it in my freezer, and come game time, when it's time to cook, defrost it, and then bake it. And those flavors combine so good while they're in there, and it just makes the dressing just super delicious.
Yeah, so you want to put it in the freezer in its raw state, just like any casserole.
Correct. And then, yeah, and I was really amazed that it's even as easy and simple as a cornbread dressing recipe is to make. What a time saver it was.
Yeah.
When it came time to cook. It was just like already mixed up, put it in the pan.
Yeah, and it sounds intimidating, but once you see, I think, especially I'm a visual learner as well, just to see this come together. Right. So excited.
All right, Erin, if you will spray the pan, I'm going to wash my hands.
All right, so this is a 9x13 Pyrex we've got right here. That's the Anchor brand, but y'all know what I'm talking about. You guys can do it bake it in your glass dish or in one of the disposable aluminum pans. Either way, it's going to come out just nice, but you definitely want to make sure you do give that a little bit of spray with the non-stick cooking spray so your dressing doesn't stick.
All right.
All right.
Spatula.
Yes, ma'am.
Pour this into this pan. Where are you?
I'm going to come around this side. That kind of all came out pretty smooth.
It did, didn't it?
Okay, I think that's pretty good.
All right, and that is ready to put in the oven.
Okay, so we've got our oven preheated to 375. And Mom, how long do we
I would bake this for 30 to 45 minutes.
Okay.
It
depends on your oven.
Yeah, it does depend on your oven. Make sure it's not jiggly in the middle. You'll kind of know from feeling of it or just...
Let's give a little look. And the smell, you'll smell it when it's ready.
Yeah, that's one of the things I cook by smell.
Yeah.
I'll be like, that smells done. So, yeah.
That's so exciting. All right, so we're going to pop this in the oven, and then when it's ready, we're going to give it a try.
Absolutely. All right.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. All right, so the dressing is out of the oven. It did take 45 minutes at 375. And my gosh, this smells like
so good.
Thanksgiving in my house and Christmas, all the holidays. So I think I'm ready to give it a try. You ready?
Okay.
So we're just going to go on in. A nice spoonful. Oh my gosh, look at that.
Goodness.
Hold on, let me I got a little stray right there. Let me get me a bite. Gosh, this is going to be so good. And then you think about serving this with your turkey. Oh my gosh, y'all. You ready?
A little cranberry sauce, gravy.
Y'all let us know in the comments if you're team homemade cranberry sauce or team cranberry sauce out of the can.
Yummy.
Gosh, so good. You can taste all those ingredients. And I love that the blending everything, so you don't have the chunks. You're not dealing with the celery, the stringy celery. Gosh, that is so good.
Yummy.
All right. Well, y'all, we appreciate you guys checking out the video, and I did have a lot of fun making this video. I appreciate you so much, and Grandma so much. And if you guys will go ahead and please hit that like and subscribe button, we really appreciate you guys following along, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.